Let's take a second. Welcome to On the Mic with Melissa Ebsch. And I have a special guest in my studio office, Chief Jay Heckle from the Marinette Fire Department. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, just fantastic. How did you like the parade on Saturday?
It was good. It was a chance to get our old retiring fire truck and our old retiring lieutenant in a parade one final time.
I know.
So
I was doing the commentary on that and announced it I don't know how many times because it was like, this is really sad.
Yeah, it was good. He's had a good career. He's ready. He's ready to move on.
How long has he been with the fire department?
He has been there. Let's see. I started in 2000. He was there 7 years before I was, so he's been there since like '93.
Wow, that's a long time.
He's not the longest serving, but he's up there.
Yeah.
He's up there.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Kudos to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time to be a fireman.
Yeah, he'll be missed.
Oh, I bet. I bet. But we are talking about a few things this morning. Christmas safety. What can you tell us about that? How to be safe during the holiday here?
Well, the number one thing for the people that use the real Christmas trees is to make sure that you keep them watered. It's really easy to forget that little step. When you bring them home, you should recut the trunk off so that it's a fresh cut, and then, like I said, make sure that you keep it watered. And the recommendation is to get it out of your residence or out of your living space as soon as the needles start to drop.
Oh, yeah.
So once the needles start to drop, it's reaching a point of no return. And when a Christmas tree gets dry, and everybody's seen the wildfires, how that goes. Yeah. Studies have shown a Christmas tree will burn with the intensity of like 5 gallons of gasoline. Oh. So you definitely don't want that in your residence.
Gosh, no. And there some people do that. You know, I'm lucky. My husband waters.
Yeah, we go the fake route. So
we love real trees. We have a big one this year. He was like Clark W. Griswold. That's him in Christmas trees.
Speaking of Clark W. Griswold, leads us to our next point with the Christmas decorations and the lights. You want to make sure that you don't have any frayed wires. That can cause an issue, can cause a fire.
Yeah.
Also, you want to the best solution. Now, a lot of the Christmas decorations are going to the LEDs, so they don't light when they're lit. They're not as hot. So
right.
Of course, candles. Everybody likes to burn candles. We always say candles and cats don't mix.
They don't.
Cats like to jump up on things and weave their way around, and that can cause a fire.
Oh yeah,
very easily.
I usually put my candles on the stove, and my cat jumps up there and burns his tail. So
yeah,
no more candles.
So just be vigilant and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Again, this goes back to the smoke detector, making sure batteries are in them and that they're working, that check your furnace and heating system.
Yeah. Just good practice.
Yep. And cooking. When you're cooking, it's during the holidays. It's very easy to get distracted, especially when you have a house full of guests. You should make sure that if you have anything on the stove or in the oven, that you are in the kitchen.
Definitely.
That way, if something happens, you can act quickly, shut the power, the gas, or the burner off, either if it's electric or gas. Put a pot lid over a burning pot. Stuff like that.
Just those little things that can turn into a big thing.
Yep.
So just remember those little tips and tricks that we all know, but we just kind of, it'll be fine.
And we really urge people to be vigilant. I don't know if anybody's noticed out front of the station, we have our Keep It Green wreath up.
Yes.
And the goal there is to make sure that we keep all the light bulbs in that wreath green through the holiday season.
Okay.
It goes up Thanksgiving day before Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and it'll be up through New Year's.
Okay.
So let's
keep it green.
keep it green. If
I know,
everybody
it's
does
still
their part,
green.
we can keep it that way.
That would be awesome. Just if everybody just
Yep.
did that,
Especially during the holiday.
Yeah.
Fires are a devastating thing, but makes it worse during the holiday
I
season.
know. I've had friends and even my sister, where they've lost everything, and it's just devastating. I would hate for that to happen to someone during the holidays, or even at any time, but especially during the holidays. So, what about hydrants?
That's a good question also. So far, knock on wood, we've had very little snow. The snow that we did have, though, I did notice around town that people have been clearing their hydrants. Or
Nice.
hydrants in their location or nearest to their homes and stuff. So we want to say thank you for that, and we want to encourage people to continue to do so. Make sure that, especially if you get a lot of snow and they start plowing the streets and you get the big snow banks, we ask that the hydrants are if you can,
Kinda-
clear them to the street so
Okay.
that we can, number one, it makes them easier to see, and then number
Yeah.
two, it makes it easier for us to utilize them.
Right.
We don't have to spend time trying to dig them out
Dig 'em
so
out.
that we can get, we can make our connection for our water supply. So that is a huge help for us.
Right.
And if folks are out there and they're clearing hydrants and they want to send us a photo of that,
Oh,
or a photo
yeah.
of their neighbor or whomever, send it to our fire department.
Yeah, on your Facebook. Yeah, Facebook
and
message.
we'll make sure that it gets shared with everybody and
Yeah.
pass
That's
along
awesome.
kudos to everyone for helping us out.
Yeah, I mean that's huge, because I'm sure you don't. Well, maybe you do remember where every hydrant is, or I mean, there's got to be
some
a lot.
some guys are really good at that. Some guys, we have a big map
Oh,
hanging in
yeah.
our station that have the hydrant locations. So sometimes there's an opportunity to get a quick glance at that.
Okay. But
so,
still,
yeah.
if you're in somewhere and you're not sure and there's tons of snow, I mean, are you going to sit there and dig?
And we've had occasions like that where we've been out doing inspections or something like that, and somebody say, "Isn't there a hydrant around here somewhere?" And they'll stop and they'll take a look, and they're usually gets pretty close, but if they don't see it, it's buried, and we've had to unbury a few.
That's. I would hate for you guys to have to do that on a call.
Yes,
You're
time
having to
can-
bury.
It'll take time. It
Yeah.
sucks up a lot of time.
It really does. Well, I mean, I wouldn't know, but you would. I'll go out there and tag along with you guys and shovel out your hydrants. Good exercise.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything more that you want our listeners to know about safety or hydrants or the wreaths or?
Is the weather's supposed to take a turn here next couple days. It's supposed
Yes.
to be bitterly
Very
cold. Just be safe. Be a
Jacket?
tendency to warm up. Yeah, have jackets with you. A lot of people like to still run around in shorts and t-shirts or just a sweatshirt on. Be prepared for the cold weather. I try to get that passed through to my children when they venture out.
Oh.
And, it's like, yeah, you might be warm in your vehicle, but if something happens where you get stranded in that vehicle, you may have to do a little bit of walking, and it'll be
I know.
far more comfortable in a warm jacket.
Yeah.
But
And-
also in the mornings, warming up the vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
Please do not warm your vehicle up in a closed garage.
Gosh, no.
It
No.
can create carbon monoxide issues.
Right.
If you have an issue with your vehicle, we've had instances where people have forgotten their vehicles are running and have overheated,
Oh, my goodness.
resulting into
Yeah.
a fire.
A fire.
So,
Well, and not
be-
only that, I mean, sometimes rodents make nests in your vehicle, during the winter. I had a friend who had a mouse that made a nest in her
Oh, yeah.
car.
Yeah.
And as she was driving down the road, here comes this mouse out of her vent.
Yep.
So
Yep.
there's that too.
cats will climb up inside, trying to find warmth
Yeah.
by the engine block. So
Yeah, there's lots of scary things that can
and
happen.
slow down, take your time.
Yeah.
I think over the summer months and that people kind of forget how slippery snow can be, especially when you have warm, cold, warm, cold.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, it was a little slick the other morning. But, you know, just drive the speed limit and be cautious, and that's it.
That's really all I have. If
Oh.
folks out there have questions or concerns that weren't covered or would like stuff expanded upon more that
Yeah.
we've talked about, they can call the station. 715-732-5170 is our administrative line.
Send it in through Facebook Messenger.
Yep. Send a message. We have we monitor
check
that
that,
every
yeah.
now and again. Yep. We have a couple people that are pretty good at checking that.
Good.
I'm horrible at that, so just
That's
throwing
why
that out
you
there.
delegate. That's why you're the chief. You're good at delegating. Well, yeah, and if they want to send in to me as well, for anybody really, but yeah. Well, great stuff here, Jay.
So everybody have a safe and happy holiday, and
Yeah,
we'll see you in the new year.
absolutely. All right. Well, you heard it here first. Be safe this Christmas season, and I don't think the chief wants to have to go to your house.
No.
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 No. All right, guys. We'll see you again in a little bit.